Jim, in March of this year, the Mobile Giving Foundation announced a rebranding campaign. Can you talk about the campaign and why it was important for you to announce the program?
Yeah, absolutely. When the Mobile Giving Foundation began back in 2007, we clearly began with issues of, with ideas of messages of trust, and that's very important to us. We've reached a point in this industry where we need to really grow it to the next level. So as we looked around for those brands that best convey trust to the broad general public, we couldn't find anybody else better than the Council of Better Business Bureau and the BBB Wise Giving Alliance. So we've aligned with them in a co-branding effort. That co-branding effort will also address the questions of standards about how charities participate in mobile giving, and it kind of raises those standards to the next level, again based on accountability, based on transparency of how donors' funds are used, and based on kind of charting their impact on mission, which we think is a critical thing, particularly for those supporters and donors through their mobile device.
Syniverse announced being a premier sponsor of the BBB Mobile Giving Foundation. Can you talk about why that was important for Syniverse to get involved?
Well, at Syniverse, we're very committed to giving back. And Syniverse operates at the center of the mobile ecosystem. We process millions of transactions every day that bridge the space between various operators, over-the-top players, cable companies, and essentially end users. So it made perfect sense for us to work with the Mobile Giving Foundation, which is a charitable group that bridges the space essentially between donors and charities using the best of mobile technology.
And Jim, the mobile giving platform, who's using it today, and talk a little bit about how it works.
Yeah, so the BB Mobile Giving Foundation, in fact, is a neutral enabling platform that allows for that donation and messaging to occur. We support over 1,000 charities today. Those charities are large and they're small, but they are all common to a set of standards that reinforces accountability to charities, transparency from the charity to the donor about how those funds are being used, and the impact they're having on their stated mission. We think those are three important criteria, and we think this is a huge opportunity for the mobile industry really to help philanthropy as it continues to evolve, which has really been part of our mission, and that is to encourage companies like Syniverse and others to see how their technology can be applied to giving back in the community. We know that it has a huge effect, and we know that employees of those companies and our beneficiary charities have a tremendous goodwill response to this technology being made available to their good cause.
Can you talk about the history of the Mobile Giving Foundation, maybe dating back to Katrina? We're here in New Orleans at this year's show. Maybe take us back a few years in terms of the inception of Mobile Giving Foundation.
You know, it's interesting because even though the Mobile Giving Foundation didn't really begin until 2007, the precursor to that really occurred through the first text-to-give program in response to the Indonesian tsunami, right? So if you remember, that occurred right at the New Year's of 2004, right at the beginning of January 2005, those campaigns launched. The last time we were here in New Orleans was March of 2005. And then, of course, what happened was Katrina in August obliterated this community and served as kind of the second big event, if you will, or really the first big event, where emergency disaster relief efforts using your mobile device occurred. That was in August of 2005. The foundation began in 2007, but it really kind of laid the framework, if you will, in terms of how donors engage and how charities look at the mobile channel. So 2005, Katrina, the last time Bill Clinton spoke as a keynote was in March of 2007, and he kind of laid down that gauntlet of saying, hey, this is a powerful technology. What are you guys doing to give back and making sure that it's applicable to social action? And now here we are with him coming back tomorrow to keynote one more time, and just the changes in the industry, the participation and leadership by companies like Syniverse and helping to direct the application of wireless technology to social action has evolved at a great pace with great benefit to charities and to donors alike.
So Janet, CTIA is concentrating their efforts this year around corporate philanthropy. Can you talk about Syniverse's role in supporting that effort?
Sure. We're honored to be part of the inaugural CTIA Philanthropy Pavilion that is present this week at the show. Several other companies are also participants as well, and it's a showcase for efforts for the mobile community to give back to the larger community. We've worked with CTIA a lot over the years on philanthropic efforts. We support the Wireless Foundation. We have worked on wireless Amber Alerts program since its inception. That's an effort to help locate missing children. And we're very pleased to work on the very successful Text for Baby program, which is all about helping pregnant mothers ensure that they deliver healthy babies through education and alerts and proper care during their pregnancies.
Thanks for joining us this morning.